Hello, welcome back to the 212th podcast. I'm Second Lieutenant Larry, and I'm here with the one and the only Cpl Shmeeg. How are we doing today, Shmeeg?
Very good, very good.
See, now I got an answer from you. Last time I asked that, Bacon just stayed silent.
Oh, well, you see, I'm more hip. I'm more energetic. You know.
You're not introvert. You're not an introvert.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So right now I feel like we're in the same boat as Bacon. This took a little longer than people expected. How's it feel to finally be on the podcast?
feels great. Excited to be here. Ready to go. Ready to answer some questions. Ready to not say anything controversial about the server and be hated by everyone.
We have an hour to make that happen.
Oh, I said not. I said not. I said not. Okay.
All right. So I think we're gonna start in a very good place here. You're starting the server. When you joined the server, is
When did I
yeah.
join?
When did you join the server?
God.
I have this noted somewhere.
I joined in November, I believe. It was like the middle of November.
Yeah. So
So
at
like
that
I
point,
was on Christmas break, so I had a lot of time to do the Milsim.
yeah. I don't know who hurt you, but still. Anyways, so from joining at that point. Is there anything that is just completely different now, other than the podcast? That, you know, it's just different. That it's just blatantly obvious.
In the time I've been here, first of all, we've increased in member count like 2 times since I've been here. We've started referring to people by their actual ranks now. It's just getting a bit more formal. It's becoming more of an actual Milsim. I'm happy to see those changes, and I like them.
So, so what is something that you wished that you knew before you joined Wilson?
Oh, what would I have liked to know?
Yes.
Attend more events. Don't go on LOA after being here for a week.
Last
You
time
should
I
try
went
to
on LOA, I got denied an MVP.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
bulldozer.
it happens.
So what are your goals for the server? Like your
Offset,
personal goals?
offset. I'm
I,
going
f-
offset.
I feel like that's going to be a lot of
Main goal.
people's answers.
Yeah, I mean, okay. If I were to give a serious answer, I'd want to end up either as a captain or a major. I don't really want to be a colonel. I feel like that's a little more that I'm capable of handling.
I mean, Colonel's not completely out of reach once you become a regiment, but at the same time, right now, it ain't out of reach. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause here because I'm going to assume you stopped talking.
Pardon?
Okay, thank God you stopped talking. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Because whenever I saw it,
I couldn't hear a word out of you for that.
yeah,
You were
he
dead
scared
silent.
me. No, and we're leaving that in the podcast. It's kind of funny.
Mode of awkward silence. Okay, sure, man. Why not?
Yeah, just leave that in the podcast for bloopers. Okay, where are we? Right. Alright, is there anything to the server that you want to see changed?
No. No.
Really?
I'm gonna say no. I like it where we are. I know there are definitely some changes that could be made to make the server better. I just don't really know what they are. I haven't really worried about them. I haven't concerned myself with those changes. I haven't thought about them. I have a feeling there are ways to make the server better. I just don't know them.
Well, I know you definitely have thought. You've made some thoughts in the past. I don't know what they are, but I know you've made them.
I haven't exactly shied away from sharing my opinions.
Yeah, you're not really good at hiding that.
That's not going to change. That's not going to change. Not at all.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but have you ever thought about leaving the server?
Um, at certain points, definitely. 'Cause when I was on like LOA and I worried about like just not having enough time to really put into the server, I have thought about it. But I have managed to stay here, and I am going to stay here, and I'm gonna try to go to at least a few events until I hit the summer, and then I'm gonna start working on the server more. I'm gonna start working again.
All right, so I think we got all the server-related stuff out of the way.
Oh, thank
So
God, there's no stressful questions.
yeah, I wanted to get all the stressful questions out of the way because it gets a lot more fun from here.
I pray.
But it gradually, it's not gonna, So let's ease it down. What's your favorite and least favorite event to attend?
Favorite event? Okay, I definitely like a good DOB, especially the one Eagle like hosts.
Yeah,
The
with the one v
CQB one.
ones.
I love DOBs. I also love operations. They're my favorites.
Oh,
Least favorite events will always be FOBs. Hate FOBs. Hate them.
I don't have
Not because
anything
they're
against them.
hard, just because I don't like doing
They're
them.
difficult to teach.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, the last time I did a fob, I remember I screwed up big time. It was an FOB patrolling event, and I sat there and I was trying to teach them. And my original idea was to use chem lights, but then I was like, wait, this is a 10 out of 10 event. You can't really use chem lights to teach. They have to see it. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta get it.
Yeah,
I was just being an idiot.
it happens. It happens. It happens. We've all been stupid from time to time in the server.
It's what happens when you become an NCO.
Oh, yeah, you said, yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the easiest times in the server are private PFC. Unless you're
Oh,
like
yeah.
Zan. Yeah. That, he's not here anymore, so I can call him out as much as I want.
Oh, he isn't right. I never got the pleasure of being in an event with Zan. You know.
Oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. No arguing at
Yeah, I've
all.
heard. I've read the reports. I've heard. I know. Yeah, one of our best. That's why he's gone, right? Because he
Speaking
was too
of,
good.
yeah, way too good. Speaking of stressful people, what is your most stressful event you've ever attended? That you can remember,
Oh,
of
most
course.
stressed I've ever been in an event. Oh. Let me think. I'm just thinking back because I remember there was. Oh, I don't know. I know I've been stressed in a bunch of events. I'm just trying to really think. Because what immediately came to mind was a CQB event where, like, the entire clearing team, other than me, died. It's the event where I got my Rangers medallion. That's
Oh
the
my
event.
god.
That's the most stressed I've
I
ever
remember
been. When I
that.
had to 1v2 Mitchell and, who was it?
It was bacon,
I
I think.
forget. Yeah, I think it was Mitchell and
It was either
Bacon.
bacon. I think it was either bacon or
I
fast.
had to kill them both twice. It was horrible. I had expended all grenades were going downstairs, but I still got it.
Dude, my Ranger
That's probably the
medallion was
best I've ever
my
been.
my Ranger medallion was way easier to get than yours. Way easier. All I had to do was two v one bacon and some Lance Corporal. It,
Oh,
yeah,
man. Oh, wow.
but
Lucky
here's
you,
the thing.
man.
No, but the funniest thing is Bacon's the one that had his back turned to me, and I just shot him in the back.
Oh,
But I will say that that last horrible almost killed me. That's the most terrifying part. I was sitting
I
there.
didn't. Mitchell almost got me because he sprayed through a doorway when I ran past. He didn't, but he almost did.
All right, what's your thoughts on the realism of this Milsim?
Okay, the realism of the Milsim is okay. The actual Milsim itself, the realism, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's back by Onward, you know. It's held back by the fact that we're playing in VR, but the realism, as far as it can go, is really nice. I like it. I don't mind it. I think it's a good level. I do wish it could be a little more realistic, but it just
Oh,
can't really get to that point.
yeah, you can't really go too much realistic unless all the privates just suddenly became mature. Yeah, but how important is realism to you?
To me, the realism, okay. In a milsim, the realism to me is what really makes the fun of the milsim. Being in those situations and trying to like deal with it as you would is the fun part. Having those constraints is what makes it fun.
The
The
stress.
stress, the stress. Yes, exactly. The stress is so it's intoxicating. You have that one high where you come out on top and then you just want it again and again. You want to keep working. It's great.
All right. These next questions are going to be about the game itself, not much about the Milsim. So you can sit back, relax, get a little bit out of get a little bit more stress out of your system.
Okay.
All right. So, what is your favorite weapon within the game?
MK18 standard or standard rifle.
It's just you use it too much, or just sucks.
Whenever I used to actually play Onward, I used to run the MK18 with a HE underbarrel, which is why I really want Eagle to host a UBGL training, but he won't do that. Anyway,
Yeah, it's been
so
a
I
while
really
since I.
want my UBGL, and then I'll be able to use my rifle like it was just my standard kit. Back when I played Onward, I would only play the VIP like escort game mode. I'd always run the MK18 with an HE underbarrel and an M9, and I would either use the MK or I would hand it to the VIP and just use my Beretta.
Yeah.
Depended on what I was feeling like.
I usually play like Uplink or Firefight. You play a lot of. I didn't play a lot of VIP
Uplink,
Escort.
Uplink's okay. I just don't enjoy Firefight like at all.
I just wanted to kill people, make myself feel like I was good at the game, which I feel
Opium.
like everyone can relate to.
Oh, we'll get to the questioning skill eventually. I'm sure.
I mean, I have a version of that in here. It might be a little unexpected, but it's in here. All right.
Okay.
What's your
If it's like
what's your,
oh
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, you can continue.
All right, I guess we're not going to get the juicy stuff. So I know your least favorite map is Downfall, by far. Just
Yes,
because you've
correct.
told me every time you see Downfall as a map, you're just like, shit.
Every time at the beginning of my recordings, if I see Downfall as the map, there is like an audible sigh every single time without fail.
All right, so
As I get ready for the worst fob or patrolling of my life.
I mean, sniper and the sniper train that we have on it Downfall, that ain't that bad. Depending on who the sniper is.
Well, you see, the sniper isn't bad if you're the sniper.
No, it isn't. I mean, if you're going up against bulldozers, you're screwed. If you're going up against like me, will probably be fine. I hit a shot from time to time.
Occasionally.
All right,
Once
so,
every full moon.
yeah, once a week. Yeah, as we know, Downfall's least favorite. What is your favorite map?
Favorite map? Oh. We don't actually play on it much. I always liked the dam map. I forget what it's called.
Wait, what map?
Turbine. I like
Oh.
Turbine a lot.
Really?
I really like Turbine.
Like, I like
It's my
Turbine, but I
favorite
don't know if
map.
I like it that much. I feel like Turbine's a little overrated.
I once played on Turbine for 5 hours straight
Oh,
with the same lobby. It was kind of fun. It got a little numbing at a certain point, but I love the map.
it got numbing. That's crazy.
That's like the best word I could use to phrase it, you know? Eventually,
I mean,
just
5
like,
hours is a long time.
I mean, if you do anything for 5 hours, eventually
Yeah.
it'll lose, eventually you'll lose your interest in it.
So, remember how I said we're going to be done with server questions?
You lied to me?
I lied to you. What's your favorite and
PAR?
least favorite MOS?
Favorite and least favorite MOS. Okay. Favorite MOS. It's a tie. I actually like a lot of the MOSs in the server, but it's between Marksman and TCQB. Because the TCQB makes people really mad, and I love it.
It pisses me off.
Marksman is the long range one that I really want because I do competition shooting, and I would love Marksman, but I'm not gonna get it.
But every single time I look at Bulldozer with the shield, I honestly just want to take my rifle, put it down, take my pistol out, and shoot myself because I know I'm not gonna win. Especially Bulldozer behind the shield.
Least favorite MOS. Okay. I feel like it'd be really easy to say just one of the MOSs that aren't out yet because I haven't gotten the chance to experience them.
You can say support.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say support though because it has like a big gun and that's kind of funny. If I had to pick one, never mind. I am gonna go with support. I was gonna say breachers, but then I remembered I actually kind of want that MOS because I love CQB.
Well,
kind of like shine.
Fun fact: today, mark it as March 4th. Everyone, March 4th. I asked Eagle, "Hey, in 15 minutes, can we test? Can we get support done?" He did not reply.
I'll get support when support comes out, but I want breachers way more.
No. I'm gonna find a time that does not work for you, so that you are not one of the first to get support.
That's so rude.
Oh. All right, back to the game.
9 days before my birthday? How can you do this?
You beat me in CQB, that's why. All right, so back to the Arnold question. This is, I don't remember who asked this question, but do you think the creators will ever add vehicles like planes, helicopters, cars?
The creators will add vehicles?
I don't think they will.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I wish they would. Vehicles would be great.
Imagine you could get into the tanks on Downfall.
But I just know already it's not gonna happen because of a certain Quest 2's limitations. I just doubt we'll get large scale vehicles in Onward.
I know there's mods out there for it. I watched TikToks and YouTube shorts, and I just looked, and they were like, "Did I miss an update?" It's just some dude hacking.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm still surprised I found that on TikTok because every time I go searching for Onward videos, you don't find anything. But Benji or Glock.
We love Benji and Glock's videos. We love their videos.
By the way, go subscribe to Benji B20. This is an official ad.
Official advertisement.
Official advertisement for Benji B20. Go watch Benji,
20.
everyone.
And download his free game on Steam. Download Free Flow.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that we do have. Oh, that have released. Wait, when did Free Flow release?
Free Flow released a good bit ago. I can check. I have it downloaded.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to download that.
Yeah. You know I got Free Flow downloaded. I had to get Free Flow the second it dropped, man. It dropped November 13th. It actually dropped like 6 days. It actually dropped like 6 days before I got here.
Huh? Interesting.
So yeah.
Dude, every time he's releasing music, I was like, so when is this game like released? it's kind of just like it's just gonna come out anytime soon.
The music is pretty nice. The music brings the game together.
Definitely.
I like the music. The music's good. I like the music.
All right. We're going to move on to the completely personal questions.
Oh, personal questions. All right.
Questions, but when I say personal, I don't mean I'm going to expose you.
All right. I mean, feel free to do that too. I don't care.
All right, so I'm going to go to the question bank, and I'm actually going to pull out the questions about fast. I was going to ask. I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm just kidding. All right, what's your favorite memory from the server?
My favorite member. Okay, favorite member. Okay, I'm not gonna say an officer, even because I don't. They kind of clog events, you know. I'm not gonna say I hate y'all. Y'all can just be kind of annoying sometimes.
I'm not annoying. I'm just an ass.
Bulldozer. You know, I'm gonna go back to the tried and true NCOs, my boys, the crew. We've been sitting here at Corporal for a while together. I've gotten to know these people. And I must say, who is my favorite? You know, I think I'm gonna say Percy.
I respect that. All right, what are your thoughts on family getting to sergeant before you did?
Oh. Here we go. Okay. All right. I had a bit of a crash out over this one. I was not happy. I worked for my rank. I get it. He recruited. I guess that's work. Yeah. That's work. Right?
In just less than a month, he becomes a sergeant. It's crazy.
So much easier. It took me how long to hit corporal, and it takes him less than a month to hit sergeant, and he attended just. Not happy about it. I'm still not happy. I mean, good on family. I'm just not happy about it.
Dude, just be happy we made it harder to get ranked up our recruitment.
God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just think fast. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm mostly wrong.
You know, thank you, the officers, for doing this decision.
Yeah, let's thank the officers, because I had a lot to do with it, guys. I did not have anything to do with it. I had something to do with it after it was decided.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
that was such a touchy question. Who wrote that question?
I
need to know. Oh, of course you did. Oh, of course you did.
All right.
You rat. Oh.
What's your favorite memory from the server?
Getting a Rangers medallion.
Yeah, I still sometimes go back and I look at all those clips that you send.
That clip is just so unbelievable because it kind of just shows how I work in Onward events.
Did you get a rank after that, or no?
I did not rank up during that event. Actually, no. So that event, I think for that event, I was a private first class. And it took me actually a while. It took me like until the end of the week to Lance Corporal. And then I went on LOA for a while. And, school started back up. Couldn't do as many events as I would have wanted to. And now I'm just kind of stuck at Corporal until I have more free time.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, I have time. It's just the time I have is always taken up by other events, which is a good
Yeah.
thing, but it's not a good thing for me.
Alright. Who's your favorite officer?
Mitchell,
Okay, I should ask why, but it's really obvious why. It's the same reason as everyone else.
I
They-
think Mitchell. He's
It's a
funny.
Mitchell. It's
He's
Mitchell.
funny. I like Mitchell. He's a
Alright.
nice guy. I mean, okay, look. When it comes to Mitchell, you see, I've interacted with him a bunch in VCs and events. He is possibly one of my favorite ops because he gets stuff done in events. People listen to him because he just has like that voice that like makes people kind of like scared a little bit or like intimidated. Like
Well,
he
to be
gets
fair,
people.
he sounds pissed off every single time I see him.
I know, and that works. That works so well. It gets the attention of everyone. It
Yeah, he's
works.
always pissed off unless he's laughing. And then after he stops laughing,
Yeah.
it's back to pissed off.
He also keeps asking me for my knives and other sharp-bladed weapons, which I find
He is
interesting.
British, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he has like an affinity to them. It's in his blood.
And speaking of the British, who is your favorite British?
Benji B20.
Can we get Benji B20 to become an honorary officer?
I'd like Benji to become a NCO or one of the British blokes so they could start hosting events
Yeah, let's be
for the
okay.
British people.
This comes to my next question. So all the corporals, y'all don't make events like as often as I personally would like y'all to. And I know most of y'all just aren't busy or y'all just don't know what you're doing. But I just gotta get what's the insight on that? Like what are your thoughts? What are the restraints of other people in that group?
I don't know. I can't speak for everyone else, okay? I can't speak for all the other corporals. I know that a few of them do host events. Like Percy, he hosts events. I think like I see other corporals hosting events. Like I've seen Manuel hosting events, Banana. But I do know a bunch of other corporals have been on LOA and stuff for a while. Like Bean has been missing in action for a while.
Yeah, he's on Elway though.
Yeah,
At
my
least.
reasoning is that I am seriously just busy. I can't do like anything.
At least
When
you
I'm at
attend
home,
once.
I'm either working on schoolwork or I'm like getting ready to go somewhere else.
I'll be
I
honest.
barely get time.
I've skipped so much physics homework just to do an event.
Oh, I'm never gonna skip homework for this.
Dude,
Life
it's
will
fine.
always
I got a 90 in that class. I don't care. As long as I got an
I
A.
should probably be doing my AP US history work, but I'm not gonna do that
Hell
because
no. Bro, I do not. I thought about taking the A push, but I decided to take dual enrollment US history. All my
I'm
friends
gonna
hated
do
me for it.
enroll my senior year.
No.
I'm gonna do enroll the majority of my classes, which will put me
Alright.
in more work, but it's fine.
Alright, what's your opinion on the milsim? No sugarcoating at all. Just blatantly.
Opinion on the
Straight up.
milsim. Okay, I say the milsim is pretty good right now. We're in a good spot. It's like the Renaissance. It's the golden age. The roaring 20s of the milsim.
The two
We're getting good
greatest
recruiting.
recruiters.
Events are becoming like full. But you know what followed the roaring 20s? The Great Depression. So that probably wasn't the best example. But it's
Nice.
fine.
Our history is about to repeat itself. Is that what you're saying?
No, maybe, possibly. If we do move a bunch to reserves, history will repeat itself.
I think is putting people in reserves the notion of the economy drowning.
Yes, if the economy was active people in this milsim, then yes. Like, I've never seen so many 10 out of 10 events. I have been in so many waitlist events, and I almost never get in, like, onto waitlist. I
Dude,
remember back when I did events, I would never be on waitlist. Now, every time I want to do an event, I get home from school, open up the events tab, and I have to go on waitlist if I want to go to an event.
dude,
It doesn't matter.
on my computer, on my school computer, I have a proxy that I use to get on Discord on my school computer. It
All right,
is.
bro.
I'm pretty sure it's the reason I got banned. Now that I think about it, on Discord twice.
Yeah, no wonder, man. Maybe.
So, because here's
Wow.
the thing: both times I tried to friend someone in the server, and then the entire thing glitched out, and it was like, "You've been disabled," and I was like, "Shit, nothing I can do."
Well, that sucks.
It really does, and I hate myself for it. All right. So, where did you get the idea of electric boogaloo?
Oh, the electric boogaloo idea. Okay, are we talking about just the name?
We're talking about the entirety, the name, the meaning, all of it.
So, Electric Boogaloo is it's a movie, actually, I believe. It's a dance like musical type film. It's from like the 1980s. It's a really old Electric Boogaloo, okay? So, people say it occasionally nowadays. It's a funny thing to say, Electric Boogaloo. You don't forget it after you read it. It's so weird. So, I wiped the floor with you during that DOBCQB event, You should have checked your shallows. And I have to think of a name now whenever I post all three of these. I gotta put parts with them, right? What's better to do than Electric Boogaloo? And thus the Electric Boogaloo series was born with such great titles like let's see, what's one of my favorites? Uh Big Manhandling Larry Part 6, Electric Boogaloo, The Concealed Strike. That one goes pretty hard. Um I know there are a bunch more. I just can't locate them. They're really high up in the footage channel.
Yeah, no, the other day I had to look up through the search bar electric boogaloo. I also discovered that
The revival.
you misspelled electric on like
Oh yeah, a lot of them
seven.
I misspelled electric because I kept just copy and pasting it.
Yeah, it was on the first 5.
Yeah, and I also really like that one kill I got on you with a knife and a shield.
Sure.
Electric Boogaloo found a knife. That one was pretty good. Part 3 is pretty good, but I must say, I think my true favorite part is part 2, the Cataclysm. Electric Boogaloo, the Cataclysm, because when you turn a corner and you start getting shot in the chest and you don't look down, it's kind of concerning, especially when you gave me time to reload my handgun slowly.
I have explained this so many times. You had your teammate up above on the catwalk, also shooting not only at my teammates but also at me, and speaking. So it was like I didn't know.
I'm just surprised you didn't see me. I thought I was so dead.
But yeah, I'm
and
blind.
That was one of the most iconic clips ever.
All right. I currently don't have anything else. So, Eagle's next one on the podcast. We're going to announce it right here, right now. Anything you want to ask?
Has he ever been overstressed?
But has he
ever reached a point? Has he ever reached a point where he's considered actually like abandoning the mill system, stepping down, giving Bacon, I'd assume, leadership, and just going off on like LOA, like permanently, or for like an extended period of time?
I actually think someone has asked that question in the podcast questions.
It's a good question, and I kind of want to know it. Another question would honestly be just because I kind of want to hear this from Eagle. Who his like just least favorite member in the entire server is?
Like, and like current members that we have, or like of all
Actively
time.
that we currently have. The members we currently have. Who is his least favorite?
I think that could be a
You have to be
two-part
active.
question. I think that could be a two-part question. Who's the least favorite that's currently in the server? And who's the least favorite of all time? Which, let's be honest, it's probably gonna be Waylon or something.
True. You got a point there.
Yeah. Yeah, but thanks for coming on to the podcast and agreeing to this. It was great having you. But yeah,
it is great to be here. Great to be
yeah.
here. I have not
And,
soiled my good name.
and the next time we have you on in the very far future, yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. But to all the listeners,
I thought you were gonna say you better be higher than an NCO, and I was.
That is a good point. You better be like a CNCO by that point.
It might happen. Maybe. I don't know, man.
When summer break comes, you should be flying through the ranks. I'm calling it.
If I'm anything like I was during Christmas break, I will fly through the ranks.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I was one of the fastest recruiting Lance Corporals. I hit it in a week. Because I went to every single event, stayed up like all night for multiple events. I was working as hard as I could.
I just looked in the question bank that I have. I have one more question. Who is the best? Who's the best recruiter in your family?
I'm gonna say the best recruiter is probably you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because you have been here longer, and you also didn't pass me in rank by recruiting.
That is a very good point. Here, I worked for my ranks.
I've also worked for my rank. Yeah. If I ever do go like seriously recruiting, I'm telling Eagle that I do not want ranks up for it. I don't. It doesn't sit right with me. I want to work more for my ranks.
Well, thanks for being on here, and to listeners, thanks for listening in. This takes a lot more time than I thought it would. This podcast in general. So thanks to everyone for the support that we had in the polls. So have a good one. And we will see you next time when we stop with the Eagle.
Yippee!
Yippee!